Hello everyone, welcome to my Incredible Chess channel. The current number one player in India, Arjun Erigaisi, has been playing amazing chess since last 2 months you can say, and he has climbed up to the 4th rank in the world rankings. That's really amazing for this youngster from our India. Well, in this journey, he played many amazing games, and I'm going to start a series of his videos, his games, you can say, where I'll be sharing how did he climb up to the 4th rank in the world. Well, the first game which I have decided to show you is played was played in the French team championship, which was top 16 teams were playing actually in this championship, and he was playing from one club called as Metz Fisher. Well, in this game which I'm going to show you, he was playing against his international master opponent Travadon Loic, and the game was pretty interesting, but it ended very quickly. Means in just 14 moves, Arjun Erigaisi's opponent resigned. So how did it all happen? How did he win against? How did he win against a player of 2445 rating in just 14 moves? We are going to see. So like this video and subscribe to my channel if you are new here. So let's begin. The game starts with c4. Okay, then b6 was played. His opponent is trying to play a little bit different opening, so Arjun sticks to the main thing, like he plays d4, which he plays in many of his games. Opponent plays bishop to b7, now knight to c3, and now he plays e6. Now it is quite clear that opponent wants to play knight of 6 and maybe bishop to b4, so Queen's Indian kind of setup will happen. If you just play knight of 3, then here you can play knight to f6, or if black wants to play, black can also play f5, and the game will be converted, you can say, in other territories of you can say Dutch defense. Okay, so Arjun says like, okay, you are trying to trick me since long time, this is my turn to take you into some different waters. So he plays the move a3. Well, a3 is not complete surprise, like Kasparov has played this a3 move in past, because after knight to f6, here in this position you can play knight of 3, and usually the play goes like d5 and so on. It's a very complicated line which was also made famous by Kasparov, and his coach Botvinnik used to play this thing. But to his opponent's surprise, you can say, he played a different move. He did not go for traditional knight of 3 move in this position. Arjun decided to play d5, and now the game will be little bit original. Okay, so he plays d5, black plays bishop to c5, trying to get the bishop out in this position. Then Arjun plays knight of 3. See, in this position, if he had played knight of 3, then maybe d5 will be coming and black will be having a comfortable position which he might be aiming for, because even if you capture here, then e captures d5 will come, bishop g5, bishop to e7, and so on. Like there is a lot of interesting possibilities are there. But he plays d5, and now this is kind of a little bit new, right? Like it doesn't feel really like it is from a very old perspective or something. Of course, e captures d5 is one of the possibilities in the position. The c d5 happens, and then bishop d6 is one of the theory in this position. But in the game, bishop c5 was played. He is aiming, so Arjun just develops his piece, knight of 3. Opponent castles, he brings his bishop out. In the opening phase, we all know this thing that we need to play creatively, we need to play according to the opening principles. Those are like controlling the center, developing your pieces as quickly as possible, and of course king safety. Well, here there is a very annoying pin is there on this diagonal, so black says like, okay, I need to go back. He plays bishop to e7, and now Arjun says like, I'm not going to play e4 or something like that, I want to play some aggressive chess. So he plays h4. Okay, and after h4, his opponent plays d6 because he wants to get the knight over here, so he simply plays e3 move. He could have played e4, there was not that much wrong with that move. E4 was also a possibility, but he played e3 because he had some very nice idea in his mind. Okay, what was his idea, we will be able to understand. So black plays c6, black is trying to undermine the center at any cost, you can say. So Arjun captures on e6, which is good capture, I'll say, because if you capture on c6, then black's knight will be coming in the game, and black will be very happy to get the knight towards the center, you can say, and then rook will also come in the game, so black will not have that much of any problem, you can say. But he captures on e6. Now f captures e6 was played, and now this is the point of playing e3. When the bishop comes on d3 square, it is on this open diagonal. So black plays c5, and now in this position, you will not believe, but Arjun Erigaisi actually won in just next 2 moves. c5 is not that good. The problem with c5 is bishop captures f6, and after this bishop captures f6, which was played in the game, the move which was there, well, you can already see that this bishop is doing something here, but we cannot be in hurry, because like if you just capture here and king captures h7, will play knight g5, maybe it's a possibility, but the problem is that if you go behind, then queen h5 will come, and then we will be threatening to queen h7 checkmate. But black can actually try to defend in this position somehow, by maybe trying to capture here or something, but the point is, Arjun did not go for any of these things. What Arjun did in this position is that he simply, see, I'll show you once again. So king h7, knight g5 if you play, then king h6 will be played. This is actually the best move in the position, and after this move, queen h5 is no longer possible. Well, you can try to play queen d3 and try to play queen h7 checkmate or something, but that is out of danger. Means black can just simply capture on g5, h captures g5, king g5. Although black's king is in the center of the board, but it will survive, definitely survive, because you don't have that many resources, and king is going to run away on f6 and e7. So Arjun says, okay, that is the thing, that you are not allowing me to come on h5 square. I'll do one thing. I'll play knight g5 first, attack the pawn on h7, and also knight captures e6 is the threat to get the exchange, you can say, in this position, because like if you try to save the game by playing g6, we simply can capture on e6, and then we will be getting rook or the queen. So in this position, black plays bishop captures g5, and now Arjun's idea was that he will play bishop captures h7 in this position. Now opponent just resigned in this position, but we'll see what would have happened if black captures the bishop over here. Well, if you capture queen h5, will be a mistake, because bishop h6 and black will survive, but the best move is h captures g5 check. If you try to come forward with king g6, then it's very simple checkmate, queen h5 check, king has only one square, and then we can play g4, actually g4 check, and king has again only one square. And now here in this position, a very important move is there which we need to find. That move is queen h2 check, and king is kind of surrounded. We have only one move, but that will not last. The game will be getting over with just this check and mate. So that's not going to work out. And if you go back on g8 square, then queen will be coming on h5 square. Now the idea is to play g6 followed by queen h7 checkmate. No matter what you do, even if you play queen e8 trying to do something like exchanges something, thinking that this check will come and you will run away, that's not going to happen, because g6 is the best move in the position. And now no matter what you do, queen h8 is the checkmate. Only way you can save the checkmate for longer duration of time is by giving up the queen on g6, and I think that will be just winning position. So that was the thing why after bishop into h7 he resigned. Okay, one last question is, like if he doesn't capture, if he plays king to h8, or if he plays king f7, then what will be happening? Well, king h8 is quite straightforward. We'll just capture on g5, and the same threats are there. We can come on h5 square. You can try to capture on g5, but it is still a lot of attacking possibilities are there. We will be able to win the game in multiple ways. The simplest way for me is just play bishop to e4 check and capture the bishop, as well as capture the rook, and we'll win the game. Anyway, so the best move here is king f7, and after king f7, queen h5 is the best move. Then king e7, queen captures g5 check, and here if you play rook f7, then queen into g7 is coming, rook f7, then again we can give a check. If king goes to d7 square, then well, you can just simply capture everything, and then play bishop e4. After all the exchanges, white is how many pawns up? We have 7 pawns, 2 pawns up, plus these 2 pawns are just going to roll over the board, and we will be able to win the game. So that is the reason why Arjun Erigaisi's opponent resigned so quickly on the 14th move. I hope that you enjoyed this analysis and you like this video also. We'll be meeting very soon with a new game. Till that moment, thank you and take care.